Today we're diving into a chapter from the Quran, Surah Al-Infitar. It carries a message so incredibly powerful, so immediate that when it was first heard, it literally changed a society from the ground up. This is the story of how that happened.
You know, the impact of these words wasn't just some intellectual exercise. It was visceral. It was felt deep in the bones. When people first heard this, it sent shivers down their spine. It didn't matter if you were a believer or not. Imagine hearing something so profound it just stops you right in your tracks.
And get this, it wasn't just about feelings. The impact was real, and it was immediate. The source material points to a staggering, real-world consequence. These verses were so powerful that people stopped the horrific practice of killing their own children. I mean, that's the kind of power we're talking about here. Words that can change the world.
So you got to understand, these verses weren't just text on a page to be calmly read. Hearing them was a nerve-wracking experience. They were life-altering revelations that just completely shook the foundations of confidence and belief for every single person who heard them.
And here's what's so fascinating. The message had this deep psychological effect, even on those who were dead set against it. The idea of a final, unavoidable judgment was so gripping that it planted this tiny seed of doubt. It made them wonder, wait, what if I'm on the wrong side of this?
Okay, so this sets the stage for the surah's main event, which the source calls the cosmic reset. And this isn't just about the universe ending in some big explosion. No, it's about it being completely and perfectly remade. A total reboot.
The opening verses just hit you, one after another, like a rapid drumbeat, announcing that the end has begun. The rhythm is relentless, unforgettable, and it starts with the very thing that shelters us, the sky breaking apart.
And then, everything you thought was permanent, it starts to crumble. The stars, those fixed points of light we've navigated by for millennia, they fall and they scatter. The imagery is just epic, designed to be completely apocalyptic, captivating, and frankly, terrifying its original audience.
And it doesn't stop there. The upheaval continues. The seas, this source of life and endless mystery, they don't just overflow. The word used is that they erupt. It's a total deconstruction of the world as we know it.
And just when you think it can't get any bigger, the focus suddenly becomes intensely personal. The graves are overturned, exposing everything that was hidden. The cosmic event comes right down to the individual level.
Now, this is absolutely crucial to understand. This reset isn't about annihilation. It's about perfect reconstruction. Every single bit of information, every deed you've ever done, it's all preserved and brought back with total, perfect clarity. There's no hiding, no spinning the story, no manipulation. Every single soul will know exactly what it sent forward and what it left behind.
So after painting this picture of cosmic chaos, the surah does something amazing. It zooms all the way in, from the entire universe to you. It asks a direct, piercing question to every single one of us, a kind of rebuke to our own self-delusion.
And this is the central question. O humanity, what has deluded you? Back then, this was a straight-up challenge to the arrogant tribal chiefs who thought their power and wealth made them untouchable. But really, that question echoes right down to today, to all of us.
And to give that question some context, the surah reminds us of something so basic we often forget it. Look at yourself. You were created. You were perfectly proportioned. You were balanced. Our bodies are this incredible miracle of chemical and biological balance. When you really think about that, how can anyone be so arrogant?
The surah then gets to the heart of the problem, the root of all this delusion. And what is it? It's the denial of recompense, the denial that there's a day of judgment. Because, when you deny accountability, your entire moral framework just starts to fall apart.
So the surah uses a specific word for this, fujjar. Now, it's often just translated as the wicked, but it's more precise than that. It means someone who knows the moral boundaries. They know the line between right and wrong, and they consciously choose to cross it again and again.
So how are those boundaries defined? This really gets to a core idea here. You see, there are kind of two ways to look at a moral compass. One is based on our own conscience or empathy or what society says is okay. But the Islamic perspective here is different. It says the ultimate standard of right and wrong is defined by God, the Creator, the one who actually knows what is truly good for His creation.
And just in case you think you can get away with anything in secret, well, think again. The surah makes it clear that nothing we do is hidden. It speaks of noble scribes, angelic keepers, who are with us, recording every single action. You are never, ever truly alone.
So where is all of this heading? It's all building towards one thing, the Sura's inevitable conclusion, the day of recompense. This is the ultimate reality, the day when all the books are opened, all accounts are settled, and the absolute truth is finally revealed.
This visual pretty much says it all, doesn't it? On that day, how much power will one person have to help another? The answer is right there, a big, fat 0. Each person stands alone, responsible only for their own deeds. Your connections, your wealth, your status, none of it can intervene.
And that leads to the final, bottom-line reality of the entire surah. On that day, all authority, all power, the command entirely will be with God and God alone. It's the ultimate and final resolution to everything.
So I want to leave you with this. The surah paints this vivid picture of a day of total clarity, of perfect justice, a day when everything hidden is brought into the light. So the question is, on a day when every single deed is known, what really becomes the most important thing?